speak on this topic as well. I know it's a broad topic in the sense that we are looking at it in terms of the role of a player on the pitch and then off the pitch as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it from the background of the role of a player off the pitch. Okay, so in your society. Okay, so let's see. So first, there should be a definition for who a footballer is. So I'll throw it to the crowd and see maybe the various views that maybe I can have from the audience as well. So if you are asked to define a footballer, what will you say?
Yes, I think the word footballer, I may define it as any human being who uses his foot to kick a ball. It's a footballer.
Okay, we have a hand up.
A footballer is the person who plays soccer.
An entertained crowd.
It's someone who play football as a profession.
Okay, so that which are all good definitions. So as the last speaker just said, a footballer is someone who plays football, especially as a profession or as a job as well. So it can be anyone or someone who plays football as a profession or as a job. Now FIFA has another definition for who a player is. And with FIFA, they see a player as an individual who is licensed to play organized football. So any individual or any person licensed to play organized football can be defined as a player. Now, when we say organized football, we're looking at the football from the point of view of a football being played which is supervised, okay, by FIFA, the confederation or confederations as well as the association. So that means they are authorized, or it is authorized by all FIFA, the confederation as well as what the association as well. So those are the few definitions that we can have for a player and then a footballer as well. Now let's come down. Now if I move further, there are two types of players in terms of the status of a player. We can categorize it into two. We have what we call the professional players, or we have professional players and then amateur players. Someone will say, what do we mean by professional players? Yes, we say professional, amateur. Should I throw it again or I should move on? I should move on. Okay, so a professional player is a footballer or a player who has a written contract with the club that he plays and is paid for the services he offers, other than any other expenses he incurs. So meaning you have a written contract with your club and you are paid for the services you are providing. They are not just giving you something as, let's say, a benefit or let's say a stipend for you to just use for the little expenses that you spend, but you are paid in the form of a salary. Okay. All other footballers can be considered, the others can be considered as what? Amateur players. So the others can be considered as amateur players. So those are the two types of players that we have: professional footballers and amateur footballers as well. Okay, good. Now, you should be registered with an association before you can play organized football. If you say organized football, it excludes trials. So if a player is going for a trial, that cannot be considered as an organized football. Now, if you play friendly matches, it's not an organized football. Okay, so those ones, with the player who is not even registered with an association can also play that one as well. And if you only eligible to play if you are registered with an association. So if you have players here who are not registered with a club or registered with association, then you can't say they are playing organized football. They're just playing something to keep themselves fit as well. Good. Now let me now come to the main topic, the role of a footballer in the society. So that's the point of view that I'm taking it from. This one, the points are here, but I wish we can do it in the form of a discussion, because I know there are others who also have other views, which maybe I can also add to what I have. So let me just start first. footballers are seen as role models. True or false? And if true, why? If false, why? So that would be the question. They are seen as role models. Can maybe one or two people help me out with why they are considered as role models in our society? Okay.
They are easily being seen on the scene most times with spectators.
Big clap. That's very good. Good. Why are footballers seen as role models? As our brother just said, they are easily being seen. You are seeing them almost every weekend. You're watching them play. They bring in emotions. They entertain you. Why are they role models? I know we have young ones who want to imitate various great professionals as well. The little history that I had about Mbappe was the fact that he used to watch everything about Ronaldo, and then recently he played against someone he adores, isn't it? So why are they considered as role models? Yes.
They are considered as celebrities.
Okay. Okay, so we anticipate that they should be able to live a life that people will copy. Ensure that whichever life they lead in the society is worth copying. So if you have someone who normally engages himself in drugs, bad substances in the society, always bullying people, we've had instances where with some of them, when they charge in the society, it becomes a problem. So in that case, what you are doing as a footballer is that you're not serving as a role model for people, but rather you're influencing them in a bad way. So one of the points that I want to outline or I want to underline here is that because they are role models, they should exhibit some form of life that people can imitate easily. Okay, so that's one point as well. Because they are being watched all the time. Let me use that an example of what happened in Ivory Coast Royal as a case study. It got to a time that Didier Drogba had to come in to make sure he preaches for peace, to bring tensions down. Because you are renowned, when you speak, a lot of people don't listen. So in your society, I expect that as a footballer, you should be able to preach peace or bring programs that will bring the youth together and then preach peace among them, educate them on how to respect each other and then how to respect the elderly as well. So that's another point. Preach peace, educate them on how to respect each other, to respect the elderly as well, to live good lives, as well as to ensure they accept each other's political views as well. Okay, so you are a peacemaker here. So that's another point that we should. Now let me add another one. What do footballers give back to the society aside entertainment and bringing emotions? I come to the stadium to watch you all the time. I watch you on YouTube. I subscribe to DSTV and etc. to watch various games as well. What are you also giving back to the society? What do you think you can give back again to the society? What do you think will be some of the channels or ways that footballers can indirectly pay their dues to the society? Yeah.
They've been doing great jobs. Some go to the extent of building hospitals and academic centers, boreholes as well.
Let's clap for our. You should be able to pay back to the society. If not everyone will benefit, at least some should be able to benefit. So this is where I look at the point where footballers should be able to engage in various activities that will help the poor and the needy. So you can set up something like scholarship scheme for the brilliant but needy students. That's one. Two, you can invest in various developmental programs to help the community as well. What else? Setting up football academies to help individuals as well. So that means indirectly you are helping the society as well. Again, you can put together various social activities, outreach programs to educate the youth, keep fit programs. Now, the essence of you putting those programs together is to make sure that during such programs, the target is to ensure you educate the youth. I tell you what, there are some communities that if you go now, it becomes a problem in terms of the youth there, especially those who are engaged in drugs and etc. In some places, you can't pass there at night. But because you are renowned, one thing that happens is that if you should speak, definitely if you even have 100%, at least 50%, some 50% of individuals will be able to change from the way they live. If you call for keep-fit programs, majority of people will come. So with through set programs, you can indirectly decide to educate them, preach peace, do the right things, and I believe you can help change the society as a whole. So those are some other points that we can take from there. So we've seen it from the point of view of you being a role model, preaching peace, setting up schemes to help the poor and the needy as well, investing in various developmental programs as well, and then etc. I know we have more. You can remember you have a time limit. It gets to a particular time that you can no longer play. So that means in this case we are assuming you are going on pension. Now in other governmental organizations where maybe you have up to 60 years, remember you will retire around 30 plus. Okay, let me give you 40. In Africa, maybe once you get to 35, it becomes a problem for you to play again. So my question would be, what other vocation are you adding up to the football services that you provide? Learn something in addition during the off-season times. Do not engage in anything that you think it will be very difficult for you to learn, but you can just learn some few other things during the off-season. In addition, you can even decide to even attend various or do short courses in addition, so that after your footballing career, you can even go there. Now, you don't necessarily have to be involved in what you've learned. You can even be the boss as well. I mean, those who have reached a higher height have a lot of money, so they can decide to even invest in the vocation they've learned. And in that sense, you are creating jobs as well as bringing to the fore what you learned as well. Make sure they educate themselves when it comes to some rules and regulations regarding the status and transfer of football players. Maybe it's not everyone who is educated in such a way that they will know, but you can seek clarity from experts. You can even seek clarity from your other colleagues or brothers and sisters in the house who you think maybe be gotten to a point that they can explain. In terms of the experts, there are agencies, there are lawyers, there are etc. experts in the field who can help you understand certain things. Now, should I ask now, I'll put this question. What's the maximum duration of contract a professional can sign with a club? What's the maximum duration of contract a professional can sign with a club? The new FIFA rules. Yes. What's the maximum duration? Can anyone know? What's the length? Yes. Anyhow, maximum duration. Yes, sir.
The maximum duration is 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Is that all?
Yeah, who else? Okay, now let me clarify it all. For players above 18 years, we have maximum duration for players below 18, and then for those above 18. So below 18, they are considered as being minors. So they can sign to a certain level. So that's why our brother said 3 years. What about those who are above 5 years? As a professional, well, okay. So if you sign 18, that means the club will keep you forever. No, the maximum is 5 years. Okay, so unless at the domestic level, the laws do allow for more longer periods, but per the FIFA regulations, the maximum for players above 18 is 5, those below 18, 3 years. So at least you can even be reading some of these things to make sure that you understand the contract that you're signing, and then to challenge or ask or solve questions, okay? And then when it comes to regulations in terms of the transfer of minors, the various exceptions that comes with it, you can make sure that you become abreast with those things. And then my last point here is that there are instances that offers come. Okay, George, send me the video highlights of this player. I call the player, oh boss, I don't have videos. You try and send my CD, I beg. With this one, the CV issue is not like the other jobs we are applying for. You want to watch highlights of you, and that's not even the only thing. Sometimes they can even send scouts to come and have a look at you. But remember, videos can be deceptive. I can decide to pick where the games that I did so well in, put them together and send. Unless the very high profile players. So please, I would advise players, if you're even playing amateur and then you get something, I'm saying something in the sense that I know some clubs will at least give you something at the end of the week. Something they don't give you, but you do get some support from your managers and etc. Please, it wouldn't cost you to take the videos of games that you played to video editors, to put them together, highlight them, so that in case of any request, you can even direct your managers or agencies to send them. Let's have updates. I've had instances, a lot of them, oh, send me videos, and then they are not up to date. Someone who can give you video of 2010, while the club needs current videos. So what do you do? Oh, say I've put all of them together, they are there. So what do we do? You're now going to chase. Now the transfer season is coming to an end. They have just within 2 days to end, and they want to sign the player. So please, let's make sure we have the highlight videos of the various matches that we play together. And then I think I skipped one more. In terms of the role of a footballer in the society, I also advise them, please, do not forget those who help you. Yes, it has become an issue. We've all gone through that. Some of them, we've even lost their contacts. They disappeared. You can come in various forms. It could be in the form of financial gifts, or even saying thank you. Let's build that trust. And I believe if we do that, we move on. This is a broader topic. My brother will come in to add the rest, which is on-field role as well. So this is where I want to end.